Jim Harbaugh of Columbus Dispatch. You're going to a place where they really don't know what to make of you down there. Some people say you're crazy like a fox. Some people say you're just crazy. But they all say you're progressive. How would you describe who you are to Ohioans?
Not crazy. I would describe myself as that.
Anything beyond that?
No, I mean, I don't know what my personality really, how relevant that will be in the ball game this week. Probably irrelevant.
Right next to him, Dan.
Dan Wetzel, Yahoo Sports. So Jim, is there anything unique about competing against Urban Meyer, whether it's on the field or in recruiting or anything else you guys kind of come up against?
Unique in that it's at the highest level.
How so?
In terms of competition on the field or recruiting, Urban's at the highest level, and the competition is at the highest level.
Over on your right in the front row, Mark.
Hey, Jim. Can you update us on Wilton Speights' condition, and do you expect him to play?
No, I don't have an update today. Have not evaluated today.
And do you expect John, is John still the starter if Wilton can't play? Is that kind of your plan?
Just everything we've said, Mark. I mean, it hasn't changed. It's a day-to-day process and evaluation.
Come over here to the left in the front, John.
You got a couple more big special teams plays on Saturday. Can you talk about how that phase has improved over the course of the year and where it's at now in your mind?
Well, hopefully, I mean, we've got a hot hand in that regard. I would, use Kenny Allen as an example, making both field goals. His punts were pinpoint. Kickoffs, I think he was on a streak of so many touchbacks in a row. But it's, and then making plays in the punt block game, and coverage has been good, and hopefully we can get a return or two to add to the cause.
Directly in front, Lord Joe.
Jim, I know you always talk about every week, championship week, but with your history, you certainly do embrace everything that comes with this rivalry, don't you? Even if you don't necessarily want to put it on the pedestal, you certainly understand it and embrace it, do you?
I do.
Enjoy it?
I do embrace it and enjoy it.
Look forward to it?
Yes.
Oh, right in front here, Larry.
Can you talk about the opportunity and the challenge that you guys have at Ohio State, and in part to bring this rivalry back? Michigan needs to win because you haven't won much in the recent years.
Yeah, I certainly can talk about that. It's a great opportunity and a tremendous challenge.
Can you expound on that?
Well, you ask a yes/no question, you get a yes/no answer. I mean, you ask an obvious question, is talk about the opportunity that we have this week. It's a great opportunity. Task will be, it's a large task, it's a tremendous challenge.
What poses the greatest challenge when you look at Ohio State offensively and defensively? What jumps out at you right away?
They're great. They're a great football team. Great coaching and tremendous talent.
Coach, talk about your defense and leaders like Chris Wormley and how important that's going to be on Saturday.
Well, I mean, any big game, any championship game, also any road game, you got to pack your defense. Our guys will be up for the challenge, and look forward to a great week of preparation in terms of practice and getting ready to play this game.
Chris is a leader.
Chris is, no question about it, captain. Tremendous guy, outstanding sportsman, and talented player. Showers us with virtues. He's got a lot of highest character at the highest level.
Over to your right, Nick.
Hey, Jim, when you guys watch Curtis Samuel on tape, You guys have played some playmakers this year, but is Curtis the biggest threat, challenge, whatever you want to call it, that you've seen?
Well, he's been outstanding, and it's a team with a lot of playmakers. But yeah, we're just into that now and evaluating what we can do. You know, what we can do to have success defending Ohio State and also moving the football ourselves. So that's the beginning of that process right now. But it's obvious, yeah, it's obvious. Jumps right out at you that it's a great team. No question. Numerous playmakers, superb talent.
Coach, back over to your left here, Rob.
Jim Jabril Peppers does a lot of great things. If you had to pinpoint the one thing that he does that's exceptional in your mind that you see, maybe other people don't even see it, what is it?
Explosive. He's explosive. As an athlete, just you see it, you feel it, you understand it. Whether he's making a tackle, whether he's got the football in his hand, whether he's closing ground, whether he's covering. When he runs by you, you feel it. You feel the wind, you feel the air moving. You feel the force into the ground. It's dart-like. It's explosive.
Coach, all the way in the back, right?
Coach, you did say this was a rivalry that you look forward to every year. What is it about the Ohio State game that makes you look forward to this game, this matchup every season?
The competition. That's the best part of it.
Front left.
Has Wilton progressed positively in the past week? And how has he kind of dealt with staying up to speed while he's in?
Yeah, he's been better every day.
So I guess being born in Toledo, a border town, that type of thing, how does this rivalry resonate?
That's from my eye. He's gotten better every day. Now again, to clarify, I'm not a doctor, no medical degree, didn't even take any medical classes in college. But to my eye, he's looked better every day.
Being from Toledo, border town between Ohio and Michigan, how does this rivalry resonate in that town?
We lived there for about a year of my life, but I've always just taken great pride of being from Toledo, from being from Perrysburg. It's where you were born. Hey, where were you born? I was born in Toledo, Ohio. Lived in Perrysburg. Lived in Eaton. Lived in Xenia. Lived in Bowling Green. Lived in Moorhead, Kentucky. Lived in Iowa City. Lived in Ann Arbor. Lived in Palo Alto. That was just the growing up years until I was out of high school. But hey, take pride of where you're from. You want to hear stories of what it was like. My dad was high school football coach at Perrysburg High School, and he's coached at all those spots that I just mentioned. He was always for his team. Take pride being from there. Have commonality with people that are from there because of that. That's something that's always given us joy. Oh, you're from there? We lived there. So got a lot of things to talk about.
Even urban talk.
People from a lot of, we've talked about it. Yeah, we've talked about it. Both being born in the same hospital, etc. What a small world, as they say.
Coach, directly in the middle, Bill.
Hey, Coach. Lots been written about when you played there at Ohio State. So have you been back to that stadium since, and what kind of environment are you expecting to prepare for on game day?
No, haven't been back since.
And the game day environment, I mean, is this something you also embrace?
Probably really good. I would anticipate. A big game and a championship game, usually great, healthy, fair, honest, loud, boisterous environment. What I would expect.
Come back down over to your left here.
Coach, how pivotal is somebody like Jake Butt in a game like this, considering just how difficult yards are to come by? He's been through the battles before, and like you, he understands both sides of the rivalry so deeply.
Really critical. I think that showed up a lot this past week in our win over Indiana. I thought our seniors really took control of the game, at least from our side, on our perspective. This game, those same seniors, those players, those starters, those good players, our best players, have a great challenge ahead of them, and I know they're up for it, and they play a huge role.
All the way over to your right, Nick.
Jim, you said before the season that this team could accomplish anything it wanted if it put the work in, or I don't know the exact words, but something like that.
If.
If.
Yeah, if.
You're here 11 games in. Have you learned anything more about these guys? Or do you feel that they're more ready than you did to compete and win for a championship? I mean, what's your feeling overall on this team where they're at right now?
Feel like we're ready to go to battle. In a football fight way.
More than you were?
Ready to lead them. Yeah.
And you're ready to lead them, so you said?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Right in front of you, Angelique.
Jim, Ryan Glasgow said after the game the other day that of JT Barrett that he's like preparing for him is like preparing for nobody else during a season. Yeah. What does JT bring? What makes him so difficult to defend and prepare for?
Slippery and tough runner like a running back. But he's got the vision of a quarterback. He's got the throwing ability of a quarterback. I mean, there's times that he will put the ball into the tightest of windows. Yeah, all the heady plays he makes, the really athletic plays he makes, the fine throwing plays he makes. Plays with a lot of confidence, and he's an outstanding player. It's a unique combination. Quarterback to have all those things.
Put you guys back.
Justin Telkamp at WTVG in Toledo. 30 years ago, 1986, you made the guarantee. What do you remember from that week, that game?
Not much, just that did happen, and the outcome of the ball game is what I remember. Long time ago.
Come to the front left here, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie with Channel 4. There are articles out there saying this is like a renewal of the 10-year war between you and Meyer. Do you feel momentum building into something like that? You have to remember that time back then.
Just really thinking about our process of preparation this week. Getting ready for the actual game. And at the time.
So it doesn't feel bigger than it was before?
That's what we're thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about. I'll say it that way. Writers may be thinking about something different, but you're asking me to comment on it. I'm thinking about the ball game. I'm thinking about the preparation and today's practice.
Good time for one or two more up front here. Wojo.
You obviously go way back in this rivalry as a player and observing from a distance, and your old coach Bo relishing it. Do you have any favorite thoughts or memories of either watching games or playing in games of this particular rivalry?
Yeah, I've had quite a bit of experience. Some playing, some watching. Is there a question to that?
A favorite one?
No. Can't say that there's a favorite.
In the back there, Dave.
Dave with ESPN. Coach, in terms of big games in your career, how does this rank up to that Super Bowl, and as far as you guys talk about competition, competitiveness, any similarities between that game going in and this game?
I've been asked that a lot. Been asked that form of that question probably a lot, or to compare. Sometimes it's wins. What's your favorite win, biggest win, toughest loss, that kind of thing. I mean, to me, the games are, it's the competition. It's the best part. Fair, healthy, honest competition. You ask me what the best part, that's the best part. So every game, I don't even look at it, I don't look at it as a pie chart. That was my favorite, this was less favorite. They're like, almost like your kids, you know. I love them all, 100%, each game, each opportunity, each chance to, for your team to show what they got. And that's the way I look at it. So I got seven kids, of them all each one 100%. I'll break them up into pie charts.